evening. Hello, everybody. Madeline, get out of the camera. Thank you. All right, come to attention. Ask me your name's up, but not your camera. There you go. All right, everyone, come to attention. Respect. Good work. Let's see who we have in class. Sanhina, Levi, Becky. Okay. All right, so we're going to start off tonight by working on Sanchin. So Sanchin has a different stance. So instead of being in the front stance, it's called an hourglass stance. So you take, everybody get into a left front stance. All right, now pull your foot back some and then turn your front foot in. So your toes on your left foot are pointing in. All right, now what I want you to do is inhale and then exhale and tighten up from your stomach, but tighten your legs up too. So like push your feet down into the ground towards each other, like tweezers. All right, exhale. Again, inhale, relax yourself all the way. Cross your arms. We're going to exhale from here, not from up here. From here, and at the same time, grab the ground. Do that again. Madeline, let's go. Get in position. All right, one foot turned in. Inhale. Exhale. All right, back to the beginning. Madeline, you need to go with us and stop looking around and do what we're doing. Raina's coming up. All right, we're working on Sanchin, so you just came in, Raina. Try to catch up with what we're going to do. All right, give yourself enough room so you're not up into the camera. Respect. Step to ready position. Bring your hands up to your armpits. Now we're going to push our hands straight down like you're punching at the ground. But slow, same tension, tighten up from here. Exhale. All right, relax for a second. So this kata is not very complicated. It's only a few moves. The idea is to make your stances stronger and to unify your breath with your movement. So I'm going to go all the way through it. It's all based on threes. So we do things and we repeat them in threes. All right, let's try it. I'm going to go backwards or in reverse so that I'm stepping the same way that you are. So step with your left foot, turn your toes in, inhale, exhale. Now take your right hand, bring it back to your hip. And this is called the crank punch. So instead of bringing your other hand back to your hip like you normally do, we're going to go out this way. Inhale, exhale. Step forward, open. So now you should have your right foot forward. Inhale, exhale. Open. Now this is our third step. Step forward, open. Inhale, exhale, open. Inhale, Exhale. Open. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Open. All right. Let's start from the beginning. So we did 3 steps. Okay. So again, I'm going in reverse. You step with your left foot first. Well, I'm stepping with my right, so that I'm on the same side as you when you're looking at the camera. On the first one, we do 1 punch. Inhale, exhale. Now, how fast you go depends on how fast you're breathing. If you go real slow, you breathe real slow. Inhale, exhale. Right at the very end, you want to get all of your air out. So push hard to get that last bit of air out. Inhale, exhale. Step with the other foot. Inhale, exhale. Hand back to your hip. Inhale deep. Exhale. Open. Inhale, exhale. Step forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, frank punch, exhale. Open. Inhale, exhale. The other hand back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale. Third punch. Inhale, exhale. Cross your arms. Inhale, exhale. All right, so that was our 3 steps. Now bring your hands back to your armpits. Inhale real deep. Open up your chest. Bring them down in like a half circle. Exhale. Like you're pushing the fingers out. This is a finger thrust. You get full extension. Great. Inhale again. Exhale. Great. So this should follow your breath. Inhale. Inhale deep down to your belt. Exhale from your belt. Stepping back. Left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. Push. Like you're pushing somebody off them. Switch. Push. One more time. Switch. Push. Come to here. 3 exhales. All right. So the breathing itself is a really good workout, and it unifies your legs and your heels to your punches. You do everything in slow motion so you can feel that tension to your punches. And the hourglass stance helps you feel the ground. When you go back to doing a kata like Chun-Ji, you're in front stances, but you still grab the ground with your legs and you still tense up from here. And of course, it's done at a faster pace. All right, so we're going to walk through it one more time. Respect. Inhale, exhale. Left foot first. Inhale, exhale. I'm tired of saying that, so every time you bring your hands back to your hip, you inhale, and you punch, you exhale. Open. That was the first step. Second step. Open. Hand back to your hip. Exhale. Open. Third step. Open. Left punch. Open. right punch, open, left punch, open, draw back, open the lungs up, push out, one, break. Inhale, exhale. So you keep exhaling until you get to the end of this movement, and then to finish the movement, you break and exhale the rest of your air out. Break. Inhale, exhale. Stepping back. 1, 2, 3. Remember, we stepped forward 3 steps, so you're stepping back 3 steps. Under attention. And at the end, 3 deep exhales. So it's a good idea to practice Sanchin once a day. And practice that tension. It's the feel of that full tension at the end of the punch is the same as you should feel like if you're punching in solid stance punch and you throw the punch. That tension and snap, when we're doing a full speed punch, you save it to the very end. It's relax, 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 tight. In Sanchin, we're practicing that in slow motion so you can feel it. So if you practice it once a day, it tightens up your stomach, prevents you from getting the air knocked out of you when you get hit. And it also unifies your breath to your hand techniques. All right, Ethme, I want you to lead the punches. Madeline, get off of that camera.
Ready? No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey! Hey!
Now, when you do double punches, find that tension at the end of the second punch. Go ahead, Ethme.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey! 3 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey! Hey! 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey! Hey!
Okay. Levi, lead crescent kicks. Everybody get into a left front stance. And Levi's going to do 15 crescent kicks on each side. Do 10 on your count and then 5 on their own count. And then have them switch.
Okay. You want to face? Yeah, I'll face the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ethme, move up a little bit. You're too far back now.
6, 7, 8, 9, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, here. Switch feet.
What?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, here.
Good work. Rest for a second. Catch your breath. Ishwa, I want you to lead the next one. So you're just gonna do a combination. You're gonna do that crescent kick into a round kick. So crescent kick with one leg, round kick with the other. Let's see it. That's it. Perfect. Good knee lift.
Right side.
So Levi didn't hear me. I want you to count 10 and then let people go on their own count a little bit. Then have them switch. And then do 10 on that side and have them go on their own count.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Right foot in front, or sorry, left in a front left stance. Crescent kick, round kick. 1,
Try to level off that round kick so you're coming in straight from the side as much as you can.
2,
Good job. Good change.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Try to make the change quick
9.
from one to the other.
Sorry.
There you go.
9, 10. Do some on your own count.
He's kicking around the door. Keep him above the belt, Esme. All right, everybody change sides.
Okay, second leg, switch sides. Right foot in front, crescent kick, round kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one. 10. Do some on your own.
Okay, Russ. So I'm going to practice a defensive side kick sparring technique. But before we do that, let's do the self-defense technique that goes along with it. So Kelly's going to punch for me, and I'm going to turn sideways and outside forearm block. Up, this way. All right. I could do a lot of different techniques. So I'm going to do a back fist here. All right. Then I'm going to take my back leg, the leg farthest away from Kelly, and step away and point my toes away from Kelly. So I'm like this. My back's sort of to her, my hips turn, and this foot is turned so that it's supporting the side kick. Then I'm going to draw away from her, try to lift my heel up so that I'm as high as Kelly's belt, and then I'm going to kick straight up. Right. So I'm going to start a little closer. I didn't have enough room. So I'm here, and my back fist, or you could do an elbow, and then you're doing that retreating step, and with the leg that's closest to your opponent, turn your hip. Make sure you're not sideways like this. Turn your hip so you're semi-backwards, and then with this leg, you're kicking that way. Right. So Kelly's going to do it. I'm going to punch for her. Good work. All right. So everybody turn sideways to the camera. Watch Kelly. Turn sideways to the camera, Kelly. That was good. I'm going to have her do it once more because she didn't give herself enough room. So we're going to start this way. Turn sideways to the camera. So now there's more room behind her, and that's so she can step away more. Good. Don't be bashful about stepping away. What makes a defensive side kick work is that you draw your opponent into you by backing up, and they come to you. So you got to make sure you give them enough room. If you don't give them enough room, they don't come. Or you don't have enough room to kick. All right, so Kelly's already practicing. Everybody start sideways to the camera. And I guess you want to kick with your right leg. So start. So then when you step back, the way you're going to kick, your right leg's forward. All right, do a number of those. Let me answer that for everybody. All right, Rust. So Kelly had a question. So she's asking about distancing. So she asked if she had the elbow, if she was going to do the elbow, she'd have to move in. But actually, you're in charge of that when you're doing self-defense techniques. So if I want to throw that elbow, I'm going to start closer to her. So I'm going to start close. That's why I started close the second time. Up. And then I'm in here, and I do the elbow, and then I do the retreat step away. This is how last class I was talking about having techniques for close in, medium, and farther away. So in this case, when you're in a horse stance, in here, that elbow is in close, or a lift heel kick is in close. If I'm a little further away, I'm adjusting that because I want to practice a medium range technique. So I'm not going to start real close to her because I'll be too close. I don't want to start way back here either because then I'll be too far away to reach her with my hands. So I'm going to start where we normally do because now I'm hand distance away, back fist away or reverse punch away. And then we're creating the distance for the long distance technique because you wouldn't do a kick because there's not a block. Because she's punching from there, she can't reach me. So I'm not going to start a technique that way. But once I'm here, if I throw a back fist, then I'm creating the long distance technique by stepping away so that I have that long distance to do the kick. So, like I've been saying about visualizing your opponent when you're doing your kata, you use that visualization, which is real, when you have a partner, and you practice getting used to the close in, medium, and long range technique by keeping your eye on your opponent. And then when you transfer that to kata, you just use that visualization that you had in self-defense of like Kelly being right there. And then when I'm doing my kata, I'm aiming at that same kind of target. It's hard, but that's part of the practice of karate is to visualize your opponent. Because that's an ongoing process, and the more you do it, the more accurate your techniques get, and the more contact and motion that you have in your technique. All right, moving on. Karate really is a defensive art. It's not an attack art. It's a defensive art. So when we have competitions, it's sort of a mix of attacking and defense. But in the long run, defense works better. So what I do is I attack furiously, but then I back off the person trying to bait them to come towards me. If I'm competing against another black belt, no matter how quick I attack them, I'm probably not going to score on them with an initial attack because they know the techniques. So I'm not surprising anybody. So you're either way faster than them or you catch them thinking about something else like trying to hit you. So if you throw a combination at somebody furiously, hit them or not, maybe hit them in the block, but then back off, human nature takes over, they want to hit you back, so they come towards you. That's when your defensive techniques come in, if you have them. That's why we practice this defensive side kick so much, because it's essential to have this technique. All right, so Kelly and I are sparring. No matter what I throw at her, what I want to do is bait her to come towards me. So we'll just pretend that I back fisted her in the head, and then I back off of her, and she starts moving towards me, and then I'm going to use the defensive side kick. That's one way to do it. Another way would be to attack with the side kick, whether or not you're going to score or not, attack, and then back up. That she comes back in, and you hit her with the defensive side kick when she comes in. And that was a real good one because she threw a round kick in between. She didn't just walk towards me. She threw a round kick back at me. But I got away from it and then came in with the defensive side kick. So let's do it the first way. So start sideways to the camera and do a back fist and then a retreating step out and then a defensive side kick. That'll work. Okay, everybody do that on your own a little bit. There you go. That's good, Ethme, but do it going backwards. So look at the wall, the other wall. No, the other way. Look the other way. No, not behind you. Right there. Look that way. That's right. Now back fist that way. Now step towards your staircase. That's it. Go. Step out. No, no. Kick the other way, the way you back fisted. So back fist. Step away. No, no. Go the other way. Ethme. Ethme. Go back and start over. All right. Reach down and touch your leg. That's the leg you're going to kick with. All right. Put your hands up. Back fist. Now scoot back towards the stairs. The stairs. That's right. Now kick the way you back fisted. All right. Let's go. Watch me for a second, Ethme, because you're not getting it. And everybody rest for a second. Let me work with Ethme on this. All right. This is what I want you to do, Ethme. So I want you to back fist and then scoot towards your stairs behind you. And then with the leg that's in the same direction as the back fist, side kick. What you're doing is this. It's like Kelly and I are sparring, and I'm back fisting Kelly, and then I'm backing away from her, and when she comes towards me, I'm side kicking her as she comes in. So the back fist and the side kick are in the same direction. And in your case, that direction is opposite of the stairs. The stairs are behind you. Now let me see you do it. All right, everybody can go on their own. Let me watch Ethme on it. That's it. Now just scoot back towards the stairs. That's it. Kick. Good job. Now what you want to work on is scooting back further. So throw the back fist, scoot back further, and then side kick. That's right. Good. Work on it. Yeah, you can't do all that stumbling around, though, Levi. Get rid of the stumbling. Make it sharper. Pow! And guard, guard, guard. Get your guard up right away. Good. Don't drop your arms and relax. Keep your arms up. Keep your head guarded after the kick. Guard. That's it. You got to be prepared. Somebody's coming back at you. Turn your hip more. Ask me when you scoop back, turn your hip away from the direction you're going to kick. Turn, turn, turn. More, 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 more. Kick. That's it. That's the kick. Good job. Do it 25 more times. Let's go. Come on, go. That's it. Good job. We learned something today. Raina, what time is it? Time to kick. Turn your hip more. That was a round kick. Your toes are pointing up. There you go. After you do a few of those, switch sides and do it on the other side. Turn that hip more. All right, rest. So Kelly always has to over-decipher what I was saying. In sparring, there's close-in techniques, mid-range techniques, and long-range techniques. We're limited to the kind of techniques that we can throw in sparring because we're not allowed to throw techniques like elbows that would break somebody's jaw or knock their teeth out. But nonetheless, if Kelly's in here and she moves in, there's in-close back fists and in-close ridge hands. If I'm a little bit further away, there's reverse punches and straight punches. And then when I get further away, there's round kicks and side kicks. So that's the distancing when we're sparring because we're not able to throw elbows and techniques like that. When we're doing self-defense, we are. So then your in-close techniques could include and do include elbows because you're in here and you're throwing those elbow techniques. And then mid-range techniques are the same. You reverse punches or long-range elbows or the spinning elbows. And then the long-range techniques are kicks. All right. So the other kind of sparring combination was that I started by side kicking Kelly first. So we're sparring, and then I just kick her and back off. And then when she comes back at me, I kick her with that kick again. So what we want to practice is actually doing 3 kicks. So you're going to start where you have some room behind you. And either standing still or stepping forward, you're going to throw a side kick and then step out. When I step out with the side kick, I'm stepping in front, setting my other foot, kicking again. Stepping out. Setting with my other foot, kicking again. All right, so the first one, Kelly's going to do it. No, just turn the time. The other way. Turn around. Set up like you're following somebody this way. Move this way. All right, so she's going to start standing still, kicking, step in front, set your other foot, kick, step in front. No, Kelly, going the other way. Starting this way. Come on, move this way. Kick with your right hand. Step away, kick again. Step away, kick again. That's what we're doing. And Kelly has a real hard time with this because she doesn't like backing up. She's still working on backing up and giving herself enough room to let the other person commit themselves so that she can score. If you don't back up enough, you end up clashing. All right, everybody. 3 kicks then. 1 going forward, 2 going backwards. Ready? Go. Good job as usual, Angie. Go ahead. Go on your own. That's me. Go ahead. Kick 3 times. 1 time that way. Then scoot backwards. Kick again. Scoot backwards. Kick again. Good job, that's me. The only thing you need to do is try to keep your eyes up to where you're kicking. Don't look down at the floor. You don't need to look to see where the floor is. Go for it, Levi. I'm trying to watch you. Very good. Just try to step a little quicker. Don't kick any faster. Just step quicker. Keep your feet down and go. That's it. Good work. Is that hurting your back? Don't hurt your back. All right. If you have to, just do one kick then. I don't want you hurting your back. Turn that hip, Raina. If you don't turn your hip, the kick won't do anything. You'll just bounce off the person. That's better. You got to have your hip in there or the kick is like worthless. You'll touch them, but it won't stop them. And the idea of the side kick is to keep them from hitting you in the head. All right, Rust. So, I've had a lot of people, including Mr. Phelps, that have trained in other karate systems, and they didn't emphasize turning their hip as much as we do when we're doing side kicks. But the thing about it is, like we had a heavy bag hanging in the school. And if I had a person that wouldn't turn their hip, that was just throwing a kick to make it look good, I'd have them go up to the heavy bag and kick the heavy bag. So watch when Kelly kicks this bag, she's going to turn her hip. And that's so that she has that hip power behind it. We'll spend more time on it next class. I just got the thing that said we're running out of time. So let's finish up by everybody practicing one of your least favorite katas like we did last class. We went through a lot of time real quick. All right, on your own, go. Good. Finish strong, Ethme. The last move should be the strongest move of the whole kata. Don't relax at the end. Let it rest, Levi. Levi, did you stretch at all before class started?
Yes, but not long enough.
Yeah,
I got about 5 minutes to stretch and I needed 10 or 15.
yeah. Well, you got to make sure that you do that. Our classes are only 40 minutes long, so I can't take the 15 minutes of warm up. So you got to do the warm ups. Make sure that you're not hurting yourself when class starts.
Yes.
Somebody asked about that the other day, Lenny, about the time. And I have 40 minutes, 45 minutes. We need to spend that on class, and we can't do warm ups with it. So you need to make sure you're warmed up.
Okay.
All right.
I will.
Good. Harder at me. That's too loose. Hard. Good. That was better. Make those punches sharp, snappy. Don't try to go so fast all the way through it. Take your time. Do the punches fast. There you go. Much better. All right, rest there. Okay. So I want you to do self-defense techniques. Remember your stances: front stance, cat stance, back stance, horse stance, and rotate through the stances. We only have a couple minutes, so let's go. Everybody up. Each time you do a stance, try to do different techniques. Go. Kelly has to start on a cat stance. All right. Hold there. Okay, so this weekend's not looking good so far as the temperature right now, although they're saying that it's going to get sunny on Saturday afternoon. So the forecast for how cold it's going to be may